Emergency broadcast. Natwest have just reduced all cash in supply for the UK and also slapping a 2.7% cash withdrawal limit from the 11th of September. You do not have control for your own money in the bank. Your money is not safe when it is possessed and controlled by anybody else. And we're seeing this implemented slowly. From the announcement made 2 months ago that they're going to be airdropping cryptocurrency to the poorest people in society, now to this. Slowly but surely, we are losing control of our financial independence to these so-called banks. And we are starting to move online. For you guys that have followed this channel for a while, you will know that the reason why we invest into cryptocurrency isn't because that we feel that crypto is going to be more independent. It's because we see the agenda that crypto is the next step for a decentralized economy, because the government has released GBP coin and they will be starting to take control over your finances, and we're going to end up in the exact place as China. If you don't believe me, we've all heard the story of Simpsons. We've recently seen how the domes and have started to be implemented in the movies, the TV shows, then into social media, and then slowly but surely into our day-to-day lives. This isn't an agenda that is set over a few years. This isn't an agenda that's set over a few decades. This is hundreds of years of slowly but surely implementing these plans. These are things that are strategically implemented because, let's be honest, right? We can't even change the iPhone without people losing their heads, right? Whether it's got a camera or a notch, if anything is changed too fast, we lose our heads. So these things cannot be implemented fast. And if you look at how to win friends and influence people, psychology of money, and neuro-linguistic programming, you'll see that humans aren't actually so smart. As a species, we're very easily manipulated. We're manipulated through division, through politics, for example, pick this side or that side and they're both the same. We're manipulated through social media and influence and sport. Very easily implemented by sharing our own opinions. That's the reason why there are comment sections under the YouTube description, which you guys should go ahead and comment and leave your opinions on whether you feel like a cashless society is something where you want to live in. And if you've already started to notice that your pockets have less and less cash in them, maybe now instead of carrying a wallet, you're now carrying a card wallet. And maybe now instead of being paid cash from work, you're now being paid in a check, which ironically stops you from leaving your work because they ask you to hand in a 3 months notice. Actually, in Dubai, it's more and more and more. You see, if you want to take control of your financial independence, then you actually need to start looking at them. Because right now, most people do not know how much money they actually make compared to how much money that they actually spend until it's too late. Most people are actually living below somehow how much money they're actually making. Right? I remember personally, when I first got started out trying to make money, I actually didn't know how much money I made and how much money I spent. I was just living on whatever appears and spawns into my bank account, and I would spend it until it hits zero. And when I actually went through my finances and had a look how I was living, it actually didn't even make sense because I was spending more than what I was earning. So I was actually just living in debt, somehow getting money from my friends, well, not really my friends, that they owed me, somehow getting money from my parents and my cousins, keeping me afloat with little cash money here and there to go on nights out. The first step will be to get financial independence. And you do that by creating a simple spreadsheet of how much money is coming in, printing off your bank statements and going through them. It's not nice. You're going to see a lot of things on there that you didn't want to have on there. And go through there and highlight everything that comes in. Highlight the income in green, what's going out in red, and the monthly expenses in yellow. And you will clearly be able to see how much money you've got coming in, how much money you've got coming out, and the monthly expenses that you've got. You'll also see the Nando's, the nights out on the weekend, the cinema tickets, the takeaway meals, right? The UFC buys, right? Whenever there's a UFC, people want to get mash up. That's the same thing that happens to me, right? And you'll start to see this because Right now, sport is at an all-time high. Escapism is at an all-time high. Look at cinema. For the past 2 years, ain't no one give a shit about the cinema. But right now, what's popping off in the news? 2 cinema programs. The reason is, it has nothing to do with what the actual topic is about. It's got nothing to do with Barbie. It's got nothing to do with this Oppenheimer rubbish, right? It's all got to do with escapism and the reason why people need to escape from the current life that they're living in. That's why Netflix now is popping off again, right? The more and more times that we start to see policies start to get implemented, reality start to hit people. They don't want to look at their bank accounts and go through this step by step by step. They'd sooner escape to movies, TV programs, and guess what's coming out soon? FIFA, Madden, NBA 2K, Assassin's Creed, and all the other games in 1 month. That also doesn't make sense to me either, but we'll leave that for another topic, right? Now, the next step. Now you have your finances under control. You need to learn a high income skill to be independent. This has nothing to do with Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and living like Andrew Tate. This has everything to do with you not being a slave to the fucking system anymore and not having to deal with people like Natwest and Santander taking all your bread. You need to learn a high income skill to the point where you can travel on any point of this globe and always know that you yourself are the asset, not your CV, not your reputation, not the PR social media, your own personal skills that you currently have. Right now, people have no skills. They work in bars. They work in 9-to-5 basic jobs where they can easily be replaced. You need to find a skill. That current skill that we have is social media and understanding people. Because if you understand how to sell on social media, you actually understand human psychology more than 99% of the world. You see, you understand about pain points. You understand that people don't want to live in pain. They want to move towards pleasure. And you know how to manipulate that. And yes, manipulation to its T. If you haven't read 48 Laws of Power, The Art of Seduction, and all of these other books by Robert Greene, then you, my friend, are probably being manipulated by other people without you even understanding. And on that note, if you're tired of the situation that you're currently living in and you want to change your life and start making money, click the like button below and I'll show you exactly how for free. Now, you should by now understand 2 things, right? You should know, number 1, the UK is fucked, right? Slowly but surely, it doesn't matter how much you don't care. It doesn't matter how much you try to distract yourself and escape. These policies are systematically being implemented quarter by quarter. We had Bitcoin, now Natwest is lowering cash in society. We've also got PayPal implementing PayPal coin. Slowly but surely, your money is not going to be your money. We're going to be in the exact same place as China. You should also know, checking your bank accounts is very, very important. Understanding your income and your expenses and taking your power of your own finances and being very aware of how much money you're making. And after that, working on a high income skill. Taking care of social media. You don't need to buy a course. You don't need to buy a mentorship. You don't need to think what's the best niche to be into. You just need to start. You just need to start. And I'll show you exactly how for free in the description, okay? Super simple. And that will give you a basic understanding of taking control, managing your own personal finances, and moving things forward. And guys, it doesn't matter whether you take action or not, okay? I've taken action, and you guys can clearly see to the point where I have managed to get to. And I'm not stopping here. I'm pushing all the way for the Billy. So if you guys want to get involved or not, that's up to you. But I'll show you how completely for free. And if you're tired of Bitcoin, if you're tired of NatWest not allowing you to withdraw your money from your bank, which you worked for, let me know in the comments, guys. I'll leave that there. And yeah, I'm sorry to hear this, guys. I wish I could be there with you and help you guys out, but I ain't going back to that shithole of the UK, man. So guys, I'll leave you there. Take care, everybody. Peace.